Hello CELO, I'm Chris Wilson, and welcome to part 4 of the tutorial series. In this video, we're going to go over how to write to the CELO blockchain. It's time to submit your first transaction. In this tutorial, we'll connect to the CELO node hosted by DataHub, and we'll transfer our testnet tokens and exchange tokens. As you remember from previous tutorials, we funded our account on the Alpha Juarez testnet with 5 CELO and 10 USD. Now let's try to transfer those tokens to another test account. Let's start by navigating to DataHub. Click on Start for number 4. And to do a transfer, we're going to have to create a transfer.js file. Now, in order to avoid making a typo like in the last video, let's go ahead and copy paste that in there. And then let's go grab our code. And let's plop that in there and hit it with a save. All right, now what are we going to do with this code? What does this code do? Let's break it down. After we initialize the account with our private key, we need to add the account to contract kit in order to be able to sign transactions. Then we specifically need the recipient's address and the amount we want to transfer. In this case, we'll be transferring 10,000 base or 100,000 base CELO units. We'll be transferring 100,000 base CELO units to the address blah, 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 blah. So let's go ahead and copy that address. See if it's already in the code. Oh, it's already in the code, so we don't need that. Here you notice that we mention base CELO units. Since JavaScript does not have floating point numbers, it's common to convert integers to large numbers, aka big numbers, before doing arithmetic. In this case of CELO, 1 CELO equals 1018 base units of CELO. What is interesting about the code above is that we don't call the transfer method directly on the contract kit client. Instead, we first get contract wrappers. CELO has a number of core smart contracts that are deployed to the network. In this example, we use gold token and stable token contract wrappers, which both have the transfer function, allowing us to build a transfer transaction. Here we build a transfer transaction to the same account for the same amount of CELO and CUSD. Don't forget to call the send method, which takes the transfer transaction and broadcasts it to the CELO Alpha Juarez network. Since transactions may take some time to process, we need to wait for the response in order to do that. We use the wait response method. Let's run the script node transfer.js. If all went well, you should see a transaction receipt printed on the console. You can copy the transaction hash and paste it in the Alpha Juarez Explorer block scout. Let's run that script now. Holy Toledo, it worked. How awesome. Now let's take the transaction hash and let's go check it out on Alpha Juarez, which, by the way, are an amazing, 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 amazing cookie. And let's go ahead and search it. Page not found. Page not found. Let's check and make sure I got it right. Okay. Let's go back home. Search by address, token symbol, transaction hash. Okay, paste it in there. Enter. Ah, there we go. I guess sometimes it takes a minute. And token transfers. There we go. All right, now let's try to exchange some tokens. We're going to do it basically the same way. Create a new file called exchange.js. New file, exchange.js. Grab that code, throw it in there. Hit it with a save. In this snippet, you will see that we will be using both the stablecoin contract wrapper and the exchange wrapper. This smart contract is responsible for exchanging tokens. First, we get the amount of CUSD that we own by calling balance of. Then we have to approve the exchange smart contract address to be able to exchange tokens on our behalf. Once we have this out of the way, we can call the quote use cell method in order to get the amount of CELO we will receive for our CUSD. Finally, we call cell dollar to perform the exchange of tokens. Now, let's run this script. Well, I haven't gotten that error before. Is everything saved? All right. All right, let's try it again. Okay, and that time it worked. Must have been busy. I've just never gotten the exceeded gas. Interesting. Yeah, there was our error from before. All right. Now that that worked, boom chicken. Congratulations, you've successfully exchanged CUSD to CELO. In this tutorial, we learned how to submit transactions to the CELO blockchain using DataHub and Contract Kit. In order to do that, we used many different smart contracts such as stable token, gold token, and exchange. For a more comprehensive list of available wrappers, you can visit the CELO documentation, and this link will take you to docs.celo.org. Other than that, let's go ahead and go back to DataHub and verify that we have in fact completed the lesson. Congratulations, you've completed the lesson. As always, if you've had any difficulties following this tutorial or simply want to discuss CELO and DataHub tech with us, you can join our Discord today in the link down below. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next tutorial. Happy coding!